The US job numbers are out. They're not good, and somehow that's going to affect Canada. I'm going to talk about that. We've removed some interprovincial barriers, but we've got a long way to go. I'm going to talk about that. And the bullshit that is politics. I'm going to talk about that. First up, Canadian dollar falls the most in 4 months after key US data canceled. Key US data? Really? God, you have no idea how much this grinds my gears. Anyway, oil is getting battered, and anytime oil gets battered, the Canadian dollar takes a hit. When oil does well, the Canadian dollar tends to do well. And I'm using the word tendency, folks, okay? I'm not saying it's tied 100%. I'm just saying there's a tendency. When oil goes down, it has a negative effect on our dollar. When oil goes up, it has a positive effect on our dollar. And right now, there's an additional negative effect because the United States may not cut their interest rate in December because things are so wonderful over there. US posts solid job gains in September, but unemployment rate rises to 4.4%. That's not good, eh? Not that I disrespect the news outlets, but they're all saying how this is the highest point since 2021. Zoom out. Because yeah, at 4.4%, it is the highest point since 2021. But the unemployment situation was consistently improving from 2008 to 2020. It's been consistently getting worse since they raised the interest rates. And as I said before, if the unemployment's going up, the rates are too high. They're worried about inflation. If people had jobs and people got paid, they wouldn't be so worried about inflation. So unemployment is growing over there, and it has been for 3 years. Unemployment is high here, much higher than it should be. What are we doing? What are we doing, folks? Here's some good news for us. Provinces sign agreement to drop interprovincial trade barriers on goods except food and alcohol. I really would like this to extend to services as well. It's a selfish thing. Nonetheless, this is wonderful. It's a good step in the right direction. We need more of this. Maybe taking the barriers off the food and the alcohol as well. Like, we should be able to do business inside the country more easily than with other countries. And then there's the healthcare issue. God, Alberta, you guys get all this money, all these royalties from the oil companies. What the hell is wrong with your healthcare? And what the hell is the deal with the healthcare situation across the country, like province to province? I was told I was covered. Ontario man gets $12,000 air ambulance bill. Long story short, dude has a heart attack. He ends up in Medicine Hat. They gotta fly him to Calgary on an air ambulance. And then they give him a bill for 12 grand. Ontario's like, no, we cover ambulance transfers out of province, but not air ambulance transfers. What? What? Just so you understand how shocking this is, I live on the flight path to Victoria Hospital. The orange ambulance flies over my house daily. The people who are on the air ambulance have to pay $45. $45. $12,400 and something dollars. Like, what? Like, come on. Come on. It's not like people are taking air ambulance trips for fun. Like, I don't get to just ring up air ambulance and say, hey, charge it to OHIP. Like, if air ambulance is coming for me, that's a problem. We need to get shit like this fixed. We need to get shit like this straightened out. All right, lastly, politics. I tend to rant against the NDP and the Conservatives. I think the NDP need to get a backbone and straighten their shit out, and the Conservatives are just toxic. Here's some good news from the NDP. Ontario NDP leader kicked out of question period after calling Ford government corrupt. Yeah, and I think she had the right to do that. Like, there's been a lot of shady shit coming from the Ford government. So, right or wrong, I applaud her for having some backbone. I think the federal NDPs have to be more like that. Speaking of federal politics, the Conservative Party is a toxic wasteland. After angry social media messages, Conservative MP explains why she missed the budget. I joked the other day, Shannon Stubbs, she missed the budget vote because she had an illness. I said she got a note from her doctor. I made a joke. But Conservative supporters didn't think it was funny. They were sending threats on her social media, calling her a traitor because she missed the vote. What? You had surgery and couldn't be there? Kind of a traitor are you? Dear Conservatives, the problem with your party is that you are toxic. You are all toxic. That's the problem. The non-toxic people of this country, and there are a lot of them, will not support that government. And every day there is more news about how toxic that party is. Don't even get me started about how Pepe Le Poilievre is a supporter of what's happening in the I country. That big genocide that's happening, He's supportive of that. If you don't have empathy, even for your own representatives, how can we expect you to have empathy for the country?